Showboating Sports, guys. We are back on the set. Man, so if you see the title tonight, Anthony Joshua KOs Dillian Whyte. We're going to talk about that tonight. But before we go any further, I'd like to say thank you guys for coming back to the channel. We're going to let the algorithms kick in and let all the other crew come on in, all the other circus folk come on in. Like I said, it's like a circus in here. It's always fun when we debate these things. But we're going to debate that tonight. We're going to talk about tonight. Is Anthony Joshua ready? Is he going to KO Dillian Whyte? What's going to happen? If you're new to the channel, I like to extend our hand and say, hey, come join the circus. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you return to the channel, appreciate you guys for your support. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this thing right started right now. So Anthony Joshua, as you guys know, it took a loss from Andy Ruiz a couple of years ago. Lost that first one, came on back. Marquise, salute, fam. Glad you are in the building, man. Yeah, get ready, man. We're gonna be talking about this Anthony Joshua and this whole thing. So just giving people the rundown that really haven't found Anthony Joshua too close, but he lost to Andy Ruiz, came back and avenged that loss, then turned right around and lost to Usyk twice. And you know, he had a meltdown in the ring, lost all his confidence, switched trainers, came to America, fighting under Derek James's roof, and had another bout right after that. Was doing good. Seemed like he wasn't mentally engaged, but now he has a bout coming up with Dillian Whyte. After that, they said that he might be fighting Deontay Wilder in December, which is good. That's hopefully a good thing that we'll make our way to. But is Anthony Joshua ready? That's what we need to know. That's what we need to discuss tonight. Is he ready for Dillian Whyte? Because see, this is the problem. Dillian Whyte, he's just a big cheater to me, man. I ain't a big fan of Dillian Whyte. I don't understand how Dillian Whyte is still in the sport. I don't get it, man. The dude has cheated so many times. He gets chance after chance after chance, and it becomes frustrating to see somebody like Dillian Whyte, who disrespects the sport of boxing by cheating, keeps getting chance after chance after chance. And I don't understand what matchroom boxing, what they got over the sport, how they keep getting their fighters through with these lame excuses. They keep getting in the ring, such a dangerous sport, and it keeps happening over and over and over again, which is garbage. I get tired of hearing it. I get tired of seeing it, and I just don't understand it. But anyway, we got to go. We got to go with Dillian Whyte fights Anthony Joshua. I'm not a huge fan of AJ because I'm still bitter. I'm still in my feelings. I don't like how how AJ dodged Wilder. People say he didn't, but in fact, he did. He said, "You give me $50 million, I will fight you." They came up with the money and said, "Okay, we send the contract." And then him and Eddie Hearn says, AJ Eddie Hearn, we don't know if they got the money. You don't know if PBC got the money. When they found out that PBC really does have the money, which they knew PBC had the money, they was just stall tactics. They didn't want to fight Wilder. So I'm still bitter. I'm still in my feelings about AJ. So I'm not a huge fan of AJ, but I am a huge fan of Derek James. So I root for Derek James. I root for his fighters. You know what I mean? I like what they bring to the table. I like how Derek James doesn't overstep his fighters like a lot of like a lot of trainers do. He said, "Hey, I work for the fighter. I don't care who he fights, but I'm just here to help him make his dream come true." That goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? Marquis said, Al Heyman always got the money. Exactly, man. So you got these guys that get on here and do all this lying or all this misdirection, wouldn't you say, Marquis? And they try to misdirect the fans and say, "Oh, I'm not scared of Wilder. Wilder hadn't done this, or Wilder need to do this." When all that you want is you're trying to dodge that big fight, and then you lose to Andy Ruiz. You could have lost to Wilder and it would have been respected. You wouldn't even lost your confidence. You know what I mean? If you had got in there and battled it out with Wilder and lost, we would have respected that. But you go and you lose to Andy Ruiz, which he's not a garbage fighter, but he wasn't on their level. So he thought it was a cherry pick. He let a last minute replacement get in and got knocked out. Got stopped by that dude. But you didn't want to fight Wilder. So yes, I'm still in my feelings over that, but I like AJ a lot more than I like Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte, I've got nothing for Dillian Whyte. Nothing. I want the guy out of the sport. I still haven't forgot about his A sample and B sample and all them guys over there at Matchroom Boxing. All they do is cheat. That's it. They cheat, man. They cheat. And the bad thing about it is I'm not saying American fighters don't cheat at all. We've never been caught. But the problem is we hold our fighters to a better standard. These other countries are cheating and still ain't keeping up with us. You know what I'm saying? Dillian Whyte cheats and still loses. He cheats. They all cheating across seas. That's what it seems like to me. So many fighters from the UK over there done been caught cheating. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I don't get it. But is Anthony Joshua ready for Dillian Whyte? Mentally, I don't know because I have to see him fight again. I got to see him with a little bit more competition. But now he's coming in with Dillian Whyte. I say he's confident enough. He's mentally capable enough to be ready for Dillian Whyte. I really do believe that. I believe he's ready and able to beat Dillian Whyte, which I hope so. Dillian Whyte came off of a loss, then took a loss, turned around and avenged his loss, and now he's coming to AJ. AJ went, had a good fight, and then now he's gonna go after Dillian Whyte. It's just the bad thing about it is if because Dillian Whyte can box. He can box. He's not the best out there, but he can box. He can be lucky enough to pull the fight off. And if he wins, I don't want to see Dillian Whyte win. I don't. And AJ, if he loses this fight, his career is over. If you lose to Dillian Whyte, your career is over. It's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot. Had to take me a little bit of water. But the thing that I do like about AJ is that he's listening to Derek James, and I think that Derek James can help him out a whole lot. He actually did pretty good last fight, but his confidence wasn't there, and he didn't have that killer instinct. But it looks like when he was on all that, when they've been doing interviews with him lately, he's done resurfaced and came back out. Look like he's trying to take it serious, like he's pushing it, and he's back to talking stuff. So it look like his confidence is coming back, right? So that's a good thing. So if AJ's confident, because that's what he lacks, they got him running a lot. Looks like he's losing a little bit of weight, and that'll be good because he loses a little bit of muscle tone. He won't be as stiff like he was working the jab. But it's a lot different when you sitting out there and you shadow box and you running than what you're gonna do in the ring, right? Because what happens when you get in the ring, once you start getting hit, once you start firing off, you start resorting back to your old tactics. So hopefully he doesn't resort back to that. Will people salute. Glad you're in the building, man. You are here. We are here. I'm talking about AJ and Dillian Whyte. And man, we just really thinking about, is AJ ready for Dillian Whyte? Is he mentally ready? Will he KO Dillian Whyte? If he loses to Dillian Whyte, his career is really over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then like I said, I still have a bitter point about it, about AJ dodging Wilder. But hey, I'd rather see AJ win and Dillian lose than the other way around. So what's y'all's thoughts on that? What are y'all thinking about this? Do y'all think that AJ is ready? Do you guys think that with Derek James, after one fight, that he didn't look to be too confident? Do you guys think that he's going to turn right around and fight Dillian Whyte, have his confidence back? Because you can't go in there and fight Dillian Whyte without confidence. You just really can't. Dillian Whyte is a good, solid fighter. He's a cheater. I wish he was out of the sport, but we got to deal with him, right? And so at the end of the day, if AJ beats him, then he drops back down and we don't have to worry about him anymore. It's a big chance he might lose. Look at Ruiz fight. Yeah, the only thing, Will, that I think about AJ is shorter fighters. AJ has a problem fighting shorter fighters because he bends down a lot. He doesn't fight tall when he fights shorter fighters. He doesn't use his jab as much. He bends down and tries to slug with them because he feels like they're small and I should be able to knock them out. And these guys, he's just not getting a good clean shot because he's a little slow because all that muscle, right? And he doesn't pop that jab. He pushes that jab and tries to throw a hard punch. And when he loads up on it, they see it coming. But when he fights a taller fighter, he's not doing that as much. He's popping the jab and shooting it a little bit better. He does a lot better with taller fighters. So, Eddie Hearn is the winner. Yeah, Eddie Hearn is definitely the winner. He really is. But Eddie Hearn would really like to see AJ win because he'll make more money off AJ. AJ is more marketable than Dillian Whyte. Nobody really cares for Dillian Whyte. He's not the most likable guy out there. He's a known cheat. A lot of people don't love him like they do AJ. So it would be better if he wins. Buyers are the suckers. Yeah, they really are. They really are. And I just don't know what do y'all think that y'all think Eddie Hearn them and with this Dillian Whyte situation, Do you think that these sanctioning bodies, they sending money to these sanctioning bodies to keep Dillian Whyte in here, man? Because something ain't right. I don't understand how Dillian Whyte can cheat, have a B sample, and still get the box, and missing B samples and still get the box. And then you got Connor Bennett goes up and gets caught cheating too. So you got two big cheaters under matchroom boxing, and nobody's held accountable. Nobody's ever just really officially held accountable where they like, Eddie, you need to clean your act up. They give Eddie a pass. And Eddie is protecting his fight, which a promoter is supposed to do, but Eddie needs some heat for that. You know what I'm saying? Because how many guys have your people beat? I just don't like it. I don't like any of it. You know what I mean? But I like Derrick James. If it wasn't for Derrick James being involved in this, I could really care less. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see Derrick James win because I think I like Derrick James' camp. I like everything that they put in motion down there. Those guys really try to shoot to be the best. And all the guys in that camp that they got down there is really trying to be great. They really are. They are really pushing boxing. You know what I mean? It's only a few boxers out there that are willing to fight everybody, especially everybody in their weight class. It's only very few, not too many of them. And anytime I see some boxers out there that really want to do that, I'm with it, man. Zach B, salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man, everything has been great, man. Yeah, been tied up on some acting gigs and stuff like that and all kind of stuff and doing some rebranding and stuff that I'll be getting that taken care of. Hopefully I'll be ready by this week to finish that on up. Well, not totally done, but getting a good kickoff. So with Zach, what's your thoughts on AJ? Do you think AJ is ready for Dillian Whyte? And if you know something I don't know who Dillian Whyte has paid off for being one of the biggest cheaters in boxing, but and still get the box. If you can shed some light, what's your thoughts is on that? Let me know. He fights too scared. Yeah, he does. He does. He does, Will. He definitely fights too scared. He does. WAR said, no, the UK heavyweight scene is so thin, they only have about 15 to 20 okay heavyweights you can even use. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, you're right about that. Yep, you're right. Yeah. It's scarce. It's scarce over there. You're right, man. So they keep recycling them. You know what I mean? And Eddie Hearn done lost a lot. Listen, Eddie Hearn matchroom boxing is hurting, just like Top Rank. PBC is putting a hurting on these guys, and De La Hoya hurting too, because De La Hoya lost. You know, I think Ryan Garcia is gonna leave. So you know, and it's Dillian the only choice these days. Man, listen, Will, I don't know what's going on with Dillian Whyte, but Dillian Whyte, listen, man. A lot of people say I pick on certain fighters, but they don't hear conversations like this. I don't like Dillian Whyte just about more than any other boxer because he done got caught cheating too many times. You know what I'm saying? I've said that plenty of times. And what's funny is why is nobody outraged about all the antics that Dillian Whyte has done? And why is not everybody giving Eddie Hearn as much hell as we give Canelo and Canelo's camp? Eddie Reynoso, we go off on Reynoso. I mean, I do. A lot of us do, right? So why are we not? Why is people not challenging Eddie Hearn? You got two fighters over there that's done been caught cheating. You got two. Every time you turn around, some over there. Yeah, they keep going to the same well over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. It's crazy, man. It's definitely crazy. The listen, boxing will be so much better when Dillian Whyte retires. When they finally get him out of there, and to be honest, there's a lot of boxers that's in boxing right now that's getting in their 30s and late 30s. It's time to get them out the way because man, they done been holding up the sport. And we got a lot of newcomers that we ain't even heard about. We've been seeing the same names in boxing for the last 4 or 5 years without really the good newcomers. Now you had a few that broke through newcomers, but for the most part, it's the same people. But I'm happy about this year because this year there's been so much excitement in boxing. It has really pushing the sport like the sport needs to go. You know what I mean? I'm happy about that, and I thank PBC for that. I definitely thank PBC for that. And it does seem like Top Rank is trying to step up in there a little bit. They can go to Africa or something and find some new talent. Hey, listen, bro. Yeah, you're right, but there's new talent everywhere, WAR. We got a lot of talent right here in America. They got a lot of talent, but they just not letting them come up. They not because they all about the money and the fighters that they built up. And when a fighter has a name for themselves, they keep shopping that fighter until they can't do it no more. Says same names but no fight show. Yeah. But that's the thing. They don't the newcomers, they don't have a lot of good big names on them newcomers. You know what I mean? And one thing about it is Top Rank don't really build you up too much. Eddie Hearn don't. I mean, they ain't really just out there branding fighters and bringing them up like how PBC is doing. Tank was marketed perfect. Ryan Garcia made himself. You know what I mean? With his social media and how he does in front of the camera and all that stuff he does on social media, that made him big. You know what I'm saying? De La Hoya ain't even doing it. So really, who does De La Hoya have? Virgil Ortiz, and that right there ain't really going on too much. You know what I mean? Stanionis said don't sign with Golden Boy. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Stanionis is saying that, but I haven't got to really see that whole video. But Stanionis is really not favoring Golden Boy. He's like, man, don't sign with them. So Golden Boy is in a bad situation, bro. And all Oscar does is talk about how he built Earl Spence's career. He had all them guys that didn't do nothing with it. And that's his fault. Right, exactly, Will. You're exactly right. They just want name fighters to draw a crowd. Not every fighter is a pay-per-view. Right. You are dead right. Not every fighter is pay-per-view. Josh Taylor is not pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So a lot of fighters out there are just not pay-per-view quality fighters. And that's not saying nothing wrong. They're just not that. But some of the fighters out there that are pay-per-view fighters, they're not putting money behind them, and they're not promoting that fighter as such to help build that fighter up. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, for Crawford to be as talented as he is, his name and his talent wasn't even close. 8 Mile salute. Listen, for Crawford, like I said, for Crawford, he should have been built up a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Should have been built up a lot more. And then you have somebody like Lomachenko. Lomachenko should have been built up. You know what I'm saying? They should have really been pushing Lomachenko for pay-per-view, all that. Good fighter. You know what I mean? But they don't. What it is this is what it is. They don't want to put money in a fighter and it don't work out. So basically, they just want some guaranteed money. They said Stanionis was super mad. They said he wasn't even compensated for Virgil Ortiz pulling out of that fight. Had to spend all that money for his camps. Golden Boy a trip. Yeah, man. I be wanting something, man. Oh, he said Dillian Whyte knows he's supposed to lose 100%. Hey, you could be right, but the reason why I doubt that, because Dillian Whyte wants the limelight so much, I don't really think he's going to go in there to lose. I think he really wants to beat AJ, and I think he wants to go out and get back up to another belt shot so he can make some money. He one of them guys that wants to be popular and wants to be loved, but Dillian Whyte is an okay fighter. And he just keeps getting chance after chance after chance. Like when Wilder told him, said, hey, I will give you a shot if you fight King Kong Ortiz. And he didn't want to fight him. Dillian Whyte didn't want to do that. He was too busy somewhere cheating. And I got a problem with that. I have a real serious problem with Dillian Whyte. I just really do. I do, man. And y'all can say I'm bitter or whatever else. I just don't like Dillian Whyte, man. I don't. I think I got him at the bottom of the barrel, dude. He is. He's one of the worst people out there, because he's been caught a bunch of times, man. A bunch of times. But he gets chance after chance after chance, And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. One thing about it is UK treat all their fighters kind of equally over there, bro. They really do. They treat them all kind of equally, dude. They are behind their fighters. I don't know why the hell America can't do that. America got the best fighters out there. To me, America has the hardest fighters. They've always had the best fighters. Yeah, you get some from other countries that's decent, that's good, but you don't get as many as coming from America. It's so hard to fight over here. It's so hard to make it over here. You know? And that makes that thing really hard, man. That makes it really hard. So what's y'all thoughts on that? Do y'all think how many of y'all think that AJ is ready for this fight? Do y'all think that AJ is mentally ready? Physically, he still looks good. You know? Do you think that Derek James is gonna have him, physically and mentally where it combines, where his body and mind is keeping up? You know what I mean? You know how it is. Sometimes fighters, their body be okay, their mind be shot, they don't perform, or sometimes their mind be good, their body just off on one of them nights. Do y'all think he's trying and training hard enough? I know he cried. He talked about that heat. Hey, Will. Anthony Joshua was talking about the heat. They was talking about the heat. He said, man, they was talking about how hot it is. He said it's hot in a lot of countries. He said, but man, that Texas heat is something different. Hey, didn't we all talk about that last night? About that heat down there in Texas? Man, yeah, he has been. Seemed like he's been kind of done since that first Ruiz fight. Mentally, he been off, bro. Mentally, he been off. Cause that second Andy Ruiz fight, he fought scared. Yeah. Marquis said Dillian Whyte has just got just as many second chances as Margarito. He really did, didn't he? Did he not? It's crazy. Hey, I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Yeah, and they listen. You can't say nothing. Listen, nobody can say Dillian Whyte is getting special attention because of his race. That dude, I don't know how he pulled it off as a black dude getting all them chances. But he in Europe, man. Europe back that fight. They don't care about that. Hey, it could have been an American fighter doing that, dude. He'd have been thrown under the bus, been banned. He'd have been shunned and everything else. 8 Mile said glitter boots just don't have that dog in them. Now he don't. Hey, who was that last night? Was that the bearded one last night that said Crawford had pup in him? Showed that he got pup in him. Yeah. Hey, 8 Mile. Yeah, he ain't got dog in him. He might got a little puppy in him. Yeah, glitter boots only probably got a little bit of puppy in him, man. He just ain't got it, man. He ain't got it, bro. Because what's hurting him more than anything, he's a whole lot bigger than these dudes. He feel like I should be knocking him out. He think he got that wilder power. He doesn't. He doesn't have that wilder power, man. And he thinks I just keep going to the gym lifting weights. That's gonna give it to me. That ain't true, man. I don't care how much muscle you got, man. That don't just make you hit harder. Now you can get with the right people and they can, help bring your power along a little bit. But some of that stuff is mental, man. A lot of that hitting stuff is mental. You got the right technique. A lot of them, some got to make sure the technique is right and stance is right and all that. But then they gotta mentally know it. You know, Wilder knows in his head, no matter what he hit you with, he can knock you out. It's there. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I used to work with the mentally challenged, right? And the mentally challenged, they look at like those people are mentally, they not, they off a little bit as far as what they think about like being strong and stuff like that. Like if you ask them to do something, some things they can't do because the way they see things in the world, some mentally challenged people, right? They see things a little different. But if you make one of them mad, they stronger than two or three men put together. Listen, some of the mentally challenged people, they get mad. They done grab people, broke people arms, and all kind of stuff, man. So it's all mental. Strength comes mental. Like Tank believes it. A lot of people, what you believe can happen. Like people picking up cars, you know, kids done fell up under a car and people done lift the car up off a kid. That has happened. There's records of that. So it's all mental. If you ain't mentally got together, you gone. Said Dylan reminds you to fighter on Snap. Yeah, man. Hey, I just do Will. Hey, that Dylan, does Dylan get under y'all skin like he get under my skin, or is it just me, man? Do y'all like Dillian? Am I going too hard on Dillian, man? Because there's a lot of people out there cheat. What's y'all thoughts on that? Y'all think I give Dillian Whyte a bad break, man? If AJ can train in that hot at Texas gym, then he's ready. Hey, double AR. He did, bro. He did. He's training right there in that gym, man. He's training right there in the heat. In the heat. And they got him running out there in that Texas heat, too. They showed him that, too. Him soaking wet out there running. Hey, boy, Texas get you in shape. If you can handle that heat, you can handle it. That heat will get you in shape, bro. You're gonna be sweating and burning through fat and all kind of stuff. I think AJ be better. He lost about another 5 to 8 pounds, leaning out a little bit more, where that muscle ain't slowing him down, and pop that jab. You know what I mean? He still looks a little. I mean, I saw him shadow boxing. He looked a little bit better as he got through running. Like he moving a little bit better. But you never know. That's shadow boxing. What'll happen when you get in that ring? But it's good. He's still training. So that Dillian Whyte fight coming up, hopefully he'll be more fluid. I hope he beats Dillian Whyte. I really do. I hope AJ beats Dillian Whyte. I really do. I can't stand Dillian Whyte. So I'm rooting for glitter boots on this one, bro. I am. I don't know. I'm not gonna put no money on it. He likely ain't ready for Wilder. Oh yeah, AJ definitely ain't ready for Wilder. But hopefully he be ready for Dillian Whyte. Now if he goes in there and he KOs Dillian Whyte, then he's good. He's good to go. Yeah, he said I don't. Will said I don't care for him. He's gotten too many title fight chances. Yeah, why, dude? Listen, your guess is as good as mine. Eddie Hearn has a lot of pull with them sanctioning bodies. He really does. You know what I'm saying? Matchroom got a lot of pull with that. Because you see, hey, Dillian Whyte, you see how, you know what I mean? That I don't get it. But I say it's the connections that they making behind closed doors. Because Matchroom don't have a whole lot of fighters, like y'all said. Matchroom don't have a whole lot of good heavyweight fighters. They got to keep recycling people. They ain't getting a whole lot of cream of the crop. Now you got fighters with two decent names, AJ and Dillian Whyte. So there you go. Hey, man, so I want AJ to win against him most definitely. Yeah, me too, man. I hope AJ beats him, man. I would listen. I would like to see AJ knock him out, and then AJ and Wilder meet in December. But I really wish Wilder and Usyk or Wilder and Andy Ruiz was fighting. I wish those guys was fighting like right now. I wish those bouts was coming on. But I thought so. Hopefully, we never know. Something right there might be in the making, you know. But I am rooting for AJ. I hope AJ goes in there and knocks him out, man. Whoever loses this fight, their career is gonna take it. Their career is gonna dip. They probably won't recover from this loss. Only way they'll recover from this loss if it's a hard battle for 12 rounds. If it's a hard knockdown, drag out fight all the way for 12 rounds, then they both will be considered okay. They both back. One beat the other one, whatever else, right? But if AJ goes in there and stops Dillian Whyte career is really over. If AJ loses to Dillian Whyte, his career over. His career over. And listen, and that can happen either way. But I think AJ does better with taller fighters. I do. I think he does better with bigger fighters. So AJ might do a whole lot better with Dillian Whyte. Because Dillian will be throwing his jab, and Joshua, AJ will throw his jab too. And it's both coming from the same height. You know what I mean? Almost same height. See, it's different. If you smaller AJ bends down just a little bit. He fights small when he fights smaller fighters. But if he stood straight up and worked his jab and done that kind of stuff, he do a whole lot better with them shorter fighters. All he's got to do is throw that jab out there and make them run into something. That's what he got to do. Jab, jab, jab. And when they try to come around that jab, hit him with something. Hit him with something else. But AJ don't do it. AJ don't do it. I don't get it. He just ain't good at fighting smaller fighters. And hell, he might do good against Wilder because Wilder's tall. But Wilder only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. And I don't think AJ can be perfect for 12 rounds. And AJ been knowing that. That's why AJ been dodging Wilder. And I know Eddie Hearn know that too. So now they try to get AJ back on top. Hopefully he get a belt again, but I don't think AJ will ever get a belt again. He won't beat Usyk. He got lost to Usyk twice. Tyson Fury won't fight him to find out, I don't think. Now, if he beats Dillian Whyte in spectacular fashion, Tyson Fury might fight him. Tyson Fury might fight AJ if he wins. He said, why fight a circus show fight? Just give up the belt and then go fight UFC guys. Because Tyson Fury is a butthole, man. Tyson Fury is the wrong person to have the belts, man. He just really is. He ain't the listen. He's got a really good personality. I like watching Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury ain't that good of a person to me, man. He all he do is lie. He cheat. He do all kind of stuff. So Tyson Fury is what Tyson Fury is, man. And so he's gonna hold up the sport. He gonna offer you pennies. He gonna take advantage of his position. Like him not wanting to fight Usyk. Why not give Usyk a good split to make the fight for undisputed? Wilder did it for you. Mr. Jefferson, salute. He said AJ needs to bounce back big. If Derek James can bring that dog out, AJ can come back. Yeah, but hey, do you think that AJ got dogs still left in him? You know what I mean? And I hope he win because I can't stand Dillian Whyte. And you know I'm definitely rooting for Derek James, but man, that Dillian Whyte is sorry. So I definitely want AJ to win, but is AJ ready? You know? AJ got a little bit of weakness to him, for real. His mental game is off. That last fight, he was doing a whole lot better, but the confidence wasn't there for him to go ahead and get that guy out of there. WAR said, Fury is a gypsy. That's what they do. Exactly. That's exactly what they do. Fury's a gypsy, and that's what they do. Exactly. Them dudes gonna do everything they can to win. Cheat, steal, all that stuff, man. They gonna do it all. But hey, if AJ, like I said, if AJ knocks out Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury might give him a shot. Because that'll come with a pretty good, decent payday. And I'm sure Tyson Fury probably thinks, that'll be easy fight for me. That's just what I believe on it. I could be wrong, but and I hate that Wilder and Andy Ruiz ain't fighting. You know what's funny? When the heavyweight division is doing what it does, the rest of the other weight classes kind of suffer. But now all the other weight classes stuff is popping down there. The dang on heavyweights can't get themselves together. Who's next? Shazora? For who? For who, Will? Who you talking about? Who's next for who? Who's next for Wilder? I don't know who's next for Wilder, if that's who you're talking about. I don't know. I really don't know. I was hoping that it would be Andy Ruiz or Usyk. But I don't know. I really don't know who's next. I would like for Wilder to get out there and get us a good fight before the end of the year. Wilder wants it. He don't need no more layoff. He's with PBC, so I don't understand what's going on with that. PBC been put on the show, so I don't get it. We still got some good boxing coming up. Stephen Fulton Jr., that's going to go down. I can't wait for that fight. That's going to be, listen, that's going to be a brutal fight right there. That's going to be a really good fight, man. That's going to be a good fight. AJ, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. AJ supposed to be fighting Dillian Whyte, is what they saying. So AJ got to fight Dillian Whyte, get past Dillian Whyte, and they saying maybe Wilder in December. If they get past that, listen, that fight is past due where it should have been. And AJ and Wilder, they go and fight. If AJ beats Dillian Whyte, him and Wilder should fight in December. Listen, the fight is late. It should have came on when they both was undefeated, and it should have been for undisputed. They both dropped the ball on that a little bit. Well, really, AJ dropped the ball on that. Let me take Wilder out of there. That wasn't Wilder's fault. That was AJ. PBC, yeah, PBC is definitely killing it, bro. PBC is saving boxing, bro. It really is. PBC has done its job. Well, it's doing its job. And you know what's funny? Everybody is Miller is still in the mix. What Miller are you talking about? I must be having a brain thing. But yeah, man, PBC, hey, listen, PBC been putting on the fights, bro, and they giving us exactly what we want. You know what's funny? It's been so many cold-blooded fights this year that when you hear a fight, some of the main fights, you like, I'm excited, but I'm not as excited. We ate this year, bro. We got to sit down and eat really good fights. Will it be Cesaro after a while? No, they saying that it might be Wilder. They saying Wilder, if Anthony Joshua gets past White, then he'll be fighting Wilder in December. Yeah, you're right. If AJ had KO'd him, he would have been right for Wilder. Yeah, he would have been better, but he wasn't mentally ready. So yeah, he has to do that. He has to go take on that Dillian Whyte fight. I don't like Dillian Whyte. Big Baby Miller. I don't know if he's gonna fight Big Baby Miller. I think it's gonna be White. I mean, I think it's gonna be Deontay Wilder. I think AJ get past that because AJ looking for a big payday, a big comeback fight, and Wilder right there is isn't Wilder is mandatory for one of them belts, ain't it? Because any reason Wilder was supposed to be fighting to do a what's it? It was ordered for the winner to go fight for a belt. Said the zone's card is awful. Yeah, man. They cards ain't that good, man. They was riding off Canelo for so long. Canelo done cost him a whole lot of money. He said, we have a one-man duck list so far, and that's Tyson Fury. Yeah, hey, bruh. Hey, man. I think you're right about that, bruh. Because listen, I was gonna do a duck list, but everybody fighting. And nobody we can put on there that's really, there's all the people that we know we like. Everybody coming with it. You know what I mean? So I was like, hey, I don't want to insult nobody but call him a ducker. But Fury is ducking. Fury priced himself out to duck. So Tyson Fury, you right, man. The whole list might just be Tyson Fury all the way down, all 10 spots. Yeah. If AJ doesn't look good against Dillian Whyte, yeah, he ain't fighting Wilder. Well, Eddie Hearn ain't gonna let him happen. You know what I mean? But if he goes in, now listen, if it's a battle, like a good war, going all the way down to 12 rounds, and AJ, scrapped it out, showed he got hard, stayed in there and brought the dog out in both of them, yeah, then he'll go to Wilder. But if it's just one of them slow fights, it just look like garbage, now that ain't gonna take him in on Wilder. Because they're gonna lose money. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna lose money on that. Because right now, where Anthony Joshua is, all his fans gonna start backing up off of him. He ain't gonna be able to pack stadiums like he used to if he don't hurry up and turn this around. But he can't go in there just trying to knock Dillian Whyte out either, because that might not happen. Dillian Whyte can box a little bit. He ain't gonna just go in there and lay down. If you try too hard, it ain't gonna work. But AJ might do a whole lot better. And we'll see what Derek James got AJ doing this round. He looked good last time. He really did. I liked it. I thought he did pretty good. I think mentally he was checked out. He could have really tried to stop that dude and stop him. But he just like he was hesitant. Like I said, he was fighting kind of scared, like y'all said. That's what I saw out of it. But he'll be doing a whole lot better this next fight. I really do think so. Because I think with Derek James, he saw how it was. He's been in training camp. And he watching how Spence and everybody else get theirs done. He been really pushing himself. He's talked about that a whole lot. He said that he's in there. He's watching each other. He can't go in there and say, I'm heavyweight champion of the world, and you got these welterweights and middleweights in here outdoing me, work ethic and all that, and really putting forth the effort. So all that effort he's putting in is going to show up. All that competitive effort that he's putting in that gym, in Derek James' gym, is going to show up in the ring. So he's going to come in good, though. I really do think so. How much to pay to get Dillian and take a quick nap? I don't know. Hey, AAR, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that Dillian Whyte, if they did pay that dude, I don't think he'd take it. I think Dillian Whyte knows that if he beats AJ, he's got a shot at Usyk. He's got a shot at Tyson Fury. And that's going to come with an even bigger payday. You know what I'm saying? So if he go in there and take that loss, his career might be over. Because then he can't work his way back up. Who else going to fight him? Zach B said the heavyweight division is not looking so good lately. But I like Joshua with DJ, but Wilder sleeps them both. Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think so too. But what I would like to happen is AJ drops Dillian Whyte by about 5th round, knock him out, then guess what? Everybody's going to be back on to watch AJ and Wilder. If he pulls it off impressively fashion, everybody's going to want to see that. Yeah, Dillian Whyte's had, well, but were they really good big paydays? You know what I mean? He's had some paydays, but I don't think it's to the magnitude he wants, a $10-20 million payday. Has he ever had a good $10 million payday? A good one on consistently? I think he's made a little bit of money, but I don't think it's been a whole lot. Not like how AJ and Wilder has gotten or Fury has gotten. And I think that's what he's got his mind on. You know, you think you go in and you knock AJ out, you'll probably get $10 million your next fight. You know? Because then you can go to Wilder and say, hey, I just now knocked out AJ. I want to challenge you for your spot. And Wilder will take it at that point because Wilder know he ain't got a whole lot, so many fights left. Wilder's getting old. By the time it's starting to catch up, you know? And I don't mean it from a standpoint that it's just going to slow him down in the ring. I just mean he ain't got too many more years to fight. Because Wilder ain't the fastest dude out there. He doesn't have the most polished skills out there. He's a knockout artist, you know? And as you age in heavyweights, power is the last thing to go. And that's all Wilder ever had was power. It ain't like Wilder can go out there and outbox somebody. He don't have to. They ain't his style. Oh, nope, Double AR. I ain't letting you get away with that one, bro. I ain't letting you get away with that one. Wilder did not duck Dillian Whyte. He specifically told Dillian Whyte, if you fight King Kong Ortiz and beat him, I'll fight you. And Dillian Whyte didn't take that fight. So it ain't on Wilder. Yeah, I can't let you get away with that one, Double AR. He said, I like AJ. When AJ's been a humble boxer. D White is a POS and he's a trash boxer. Hey, Zach, listen. I tell you what, I'm being honest. I did like AJ, but when he dodged Wilder and said that PBC didn't have the 50 million to fight and did all that silliness, when they both should have fought for undisputed, I have a problem with AJ because of that. But other than that, I ain't got no problem with him. You know what I mean? That's the problem I got with him is dodging Wilder and not striking while the iron was hot. But Dillian Whyte I don't like him as a person. He's a straight cheater. He's the worst cheater right now in boxing, I think. After Margarito, then there's Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has cheated a lot and got away with it. Yeah, Dillian Whyte was his mentor for 3 years, but this is the problem. Wilder told him, Wilder was chasing after AJ, but Dillian Whyte got caught cheating. Dillian Whyte got caught cheating. He got caught for what PEDs? But he also told Dillian Whyte, if you beat King Kong Ortiz, I'll fight you. And Dillian Whyte didn't want to fight King Kong Ortiz. And I think he should have fought King Kong Ortiz. Because what Dillian Whyte was doing was Dillian Whyte was dodging King Kong Ortiz. So it ain't right for you to go dodge the people that's up under you and then think you're going to turn around and get a shot at the belt. That's not fair. Dillian Whyte was cheating on top of dodging. He didn't deserve it. Like now, I don't think Dillian Whyte deserves it. But AJ needs to fight. Eddie Hearn needs his two fighters to fight each other. Because fighters are falling down. They're getting towards the end of their career. So matchroom hurting. So they trying to do some in-house fighting while they can, while they still got a pretty decent name. I just hope AJ knocks out Dillian Whyte. And that'll put him right where he wants to be with fighting Wilder. Or with Tyson Fury. He stops and knocks out Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury will probably fight him. Wilder would fight him. And that gives us another really good boxing match coming towards the end of the year. hey, Zach. Hey, I like that. He said, yeah, but he knew he couldn't beat Wilder, but he couldn't come out and say that. That's like asking him to fight a prime Mike Tyson. You're right. Hey. But this is my thing. He still lost to Andy Ruiz. He got stopped by Andy Ruiz. I would have respected him getting stopped by Wilder. At least it was for undisputed. And who knows? He just think, what if he went in there and beat Wilder? He would have been undisputed. And he'd have been the first person to beat Wilder. You know, he should have went for greatness. But he went for mediocrity. And guess what happened? He lost. He got beat. Hey, and Dillian Whyte, Dillian Whyte took his confidence, man, and never gave it back. He beat, not Dillian Whyte, Andrew Ruiz took his confidence. Andrew Ruiz took AJ's confidence and never gave it back. Even when he fought Usyk, he wasn't confident. Then Usyk beat him. He then went in there and mentally broke down. Yeah, Dillian Whyte think he can. Man, Dillian Whyte thought that because Dillian Whyte cheats. Dillian Whyte on them PEDs think he can beat anybody. And he can't. Dillian Whyte can't beat everybody, man. He's an okay boxer, but I don't think he's a great boxer. I don't. I think he's decent. I think he's solid, but he's all right. I just don't care for Dillian Whyte, man. I just don't. But I love it if AJ knock him out. Then listen. I'm on the AJ bandwagon for a little while at that point. For this fight right here, I'm backing AJ. I just like to see Glitter Boots win it, and then maybe we still get that Wilder in his fight. Not a lot. Charlo did for Canelo. Andre did for Canelo. So it's been a few out there. Been a few mandatories out there. Earl Spence was mandatory. Well, not Earl Spence. Who was mandatory for Keith Thurman? And Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. It was I forget. Yeah, but you're right about that though. Ruiz fought King Kong, no Wilder fight yet. Yeah. But hey, they supposed to be fighting, but Wilder offered him hey, y'all was right. Hey, whoever was on there was right. ATL unanimous salute. Y'all was right about that. About Wilder giving AJ that Andrew Ruiz that split. I didn't think so. I was like, man, I figure Wilder, you gave Tyson Fury that 50-50 split, but maybe he looked at it like, hey, I ain't doing that no more. I learned my lesson for trying to help these boxers that don't care nothing about me. But 70-30, what was it, 70-30? Is that what that split was? Wilder offered him? I think it should have been 60-40. Oh, yeah, Thurman on that duck list. But Thurman supposed to be fighting Ugas. He said fight whoever after there. But he needs to be fighting, yeah. If he don't fight Ugas and don't fight Jerron Ennis next, he's on there. So we got to hear what his fight is. He's going to announce that. Zach B said, I want AJ to knock him clean out the ring, arm stiff and body shaking. Hey, I'm with you on that, my man. Yeah, it said Wilder ducking Ruiz too. You think it's a duck? I think that Andy Ruiz, man, to be honest, I think it should be 60-40. That's what I think. But I ain't right to be talking about another man's purse. But I do understand how Wilder feel like, hey, I've defended my title for 9 years. You beat AJ in one fight, turn around, lost the next fight. That's the only thing you done. One good fight. You was champion of the world for 8 months. You was champion for 8 months, bro. That don't get you 50% around here. And it shouldn't, man. It really shouldn't. 60-40 to make the fight if you really want to fight, but 70-30, that's like that's kind of beating a dude down. Listen, it's too much risk and not enough reward to fight Wilder right now. Because think about it. If Ruiz goes in and fights Wilder, Wilder knocks him out, right? You're only getting 30% of that purse. So you ain't really making a lot of money, and you fought this dangerous dude, right? So you can't really blame Andy Ruiz about that. You can't really blame that cat about that, man. Because Wilder don't have a belt right now either. So you beat Wilder, You get bragging rights and put you in a position to go be able to go fight for a belt, but you hurting. If you don't win, you're gonna be pushed back down the ladder so far it's gonna be hard to get back out of there. What do I think? I don't think it's fair, but I think he should have took it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's your fight right there. And a lot of people got him on there to beat Devin. So there's your fight right there. Because this is my thing. Devin Haney took the same split to go get those belts. I think Devin got what, 23% or something silly like that. Might have been 25%, but Devin got in a bad. Devin took a messed up split, had to go to Australia, fight the dude twice in Australia, and fight Lomachenko. So he had to take 3 fights and go through all that hell to get those belts to become undisputed. So Shakur Stevenson, yeah, hey, I'm with it. I like to see the dude fair, but he gotta take what he can get, man. Man, Ruiz should, yeah, Ruiz should, man. Yep. So I guess Ruiz probably look at it like, hell, I just want money now. I'm fighting for money. I done had the belts. Chance of me getting that belt is slim to none, but I can get some good paydays where I'm at. 70-30 is really pushing it. I mean, 70-30, that's kind of it's kind of crazy. So I understand where Andy Ruiz is coming from, because Wilder can knock you out. What's gonna be? Let's say you go in and you fight Wilder, you get knocked out. Who you gonna fight after that? Who gonna pay to see you fight? Who gonna pay to see it? So you're not gonna be doing a lot if you lose. So a lot of these dudes, man, like I said, I don't have the right because I'm not a boxer. But a lot of these dudes in these splits, they got to see what they up against. And just like I was saying with Marquise, what we just talking about Shakur Stevenson, hey, Shakur Stevenson definitely don't have any leverage. And he definitely needs those belts. So here's your chance at coming undisputed. This ain't like for one belt. This is for undisputed. You get to get all belts in one fight. And you get to step up and say, hey, I fought and beat Devin Haney, who's undefeated. Is 25% worth that? I say it is. You win, you get it all. You win, you think about it. You go out there and you beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney gonna want a rematch, hopefully. So the rematch, you give him that same split. Let's say Devin Haney said, okay, I lost, I can't make 135. I gotta move up to 140. Guess what? You undisputed 135. Lomachenko got to come after you. Everybody got to come through you. So the money you lost on that, you gain back again because now you hold the belts. So yeah, Marquise, now that I really think about it, he should have took that. I hate that he ain't making no money. And I know he could get hurt in there, but is the risk worth the reward? I say the risk is worth the reward. So odds are David Haney gonna win on points. I don't know. Shakur Stevenson ain't no joke, bro. 8 Mile said, I think Andy will be a problem for Wilder. He could be, because Andy can box. Andy can really box. Now, let me say this, 8 Mile. If Andy Ruiz goes in there and fights Wilder like he did King Ortiz and take them shots, he's gonna be asleep. He didn't look that good to me with King Ortiz. He just didn't. And I know that King Ortiz wasn't as out of shape as Wilder. Oh, my bad. I was trying to read something and say something too. Andy Ruiz was out of shape, but he can't do that with Wilder. That's what I meant to say. He can't come in there out of shape and do what he did against King Ortiz on Wilder. He can't do it. He'll be asleep. He'll be asleep, bro. So hopefully these dudes get these splits together and come on and keep making a good, fascinating, fun time for boxing for us, man. But yeah, man, I just want to come in tonight, get y'all's thoughts on that. man, and see if y'all thought that was on there. What y'all thought about AJ? I was trying to read that real quick. Yeah, I was trying to get y'all's thoughts on this AJ thing, man. We're getting close to the wire for the best fight. He's going to jab, run around, hold, likely, and win on points. He can't do that with Shakur Stevenson, though. Shakur Stevenson know how to get around that. You know what I mean? Zach said, I told everybody Devin wasn't going to fight Tank or Shakur, all cap. Yeah. Well, Devin said he wants to fight Tank. So I don't know what that's about. I know they saying Tank saying they calling out, but they need to go and get it together. I know he's saying that he's trying to get with Regis Prograde, but I think he should take the Tank fight, to be honest. Oh, did you? I haven't seen that. A video short of Shakur trolling Devin at the club. Haven't seen that. Said Shakur should have took the deal. Pitbull doesn't want to fight him. Maybe a Cambosis, but Cambosis wants to fight Tank. And if Davin's giving you 725, 70, 75, 25, Tank definitely not giving Shakur more than 25%. Yeah, you're right. So he's gonna take a hit somewhere in there. Man, 8 Mile, like I said, I want to go live on the fight. I really do, but I'm trying to check to find out if they'll let me play the fight in the background. Because if they don't let me play the fight in the background, then I'm not going, you know what I mean? I want to hear the blows. I want to hear them hit each other. I want to hear all of it. And if I can't let it play in the background, I'm not going to go live. I'll just come on live as soon as the fight is over with. You know what I mean? I would like to go live with the fight, but like I said, hey, we're going to be over here having a little fight get together, and I don't want to miss out on that one, bro. I don't want to miss. Hey, I want to have that up. Hey, Zach, you got a point there. He said Tank's 25 is way more than Devin's 25. You dead right about that. You're gonna make more money fighting Tank than you will fighting Devin. You're right. But at least with Devin, you might not make as much money, but you're gonna make pretty good money on that one. But you get to be undisputed. He said, why Shakur only had one lightweight fight? Because nobody wants to fight him, really, man. He's calling everybody out. He tried to call out Pitbull Cruz. He's trying to fight everybody. Man, listen, Shakur Stevens is too good and you're not getting paid. The juice is not worth the squeeze fighting Shakur Stevenson. He'll probably beat you. You ain't gonna make that much money because you know what I mean? It ain't packing the house with him. So you're gonna lose and not make money. It ain't worth to run in on that. Say Cambosis fights on the 22nd. Hey, right after that, Frank Martin need to be lining up for that fight after that. You said you what? You what, Zach? I missed that. What you said? Yeah, I saw you put that you up, but I didn't know what that was. I just skipped and went past something else on that. But yeah, I do think Shakur should have took that fight, bro. I hate that the split is so small, and I know he gonna eventually be champ at 135. He's too good not to be. But here's your chance to become undisputed. Oh, okay, I got you. Got you. Said you can't move up from one fight and then think you're gonna get a 50-50 split because you moved up. If you was undisputed, you could. You're right, Double A. I agree with you, bro. You came up, you won one fight. You know what I mean? So you're right. You're right about that. Shakur the boogeyman, but right now it's not enough incentive to fight him. Yeah. But I think Devin will go up and fight Regis. Yeah, because Devin probably look at it like, hell, think about it like this. If you Devin Haney, Would you rather get beat by Shakur Stevenson? If you had to lose by a fighter, would you rather lose to Shakur Stevenson or Regis Prograis? I'd rather move up and lose to Regis Prograis trying for a belt. Regis got a pretty nice sized name on him. Then lose to Shakur Stevenson that just moved up in that weight division that's probably more dangerous. I'm not saying that Regis beat Shakur Stevenson, but I'm saying for Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson is probably a lot more dangerous than Regis Prograis. Oh, I agree with you. Undisputed doesn't pay a whole lot. I think they get like to a certain amount, but they're not big draws. You know what I mean? They're not gonna pack and go get all that stuff. They're not. Shakur Stevenson. We know who he is, but he's not like a huge name. But the thing about it is everybody's got to come through. Think about it. Your second fight in lightweight, you become undisputed. Everybody got to come in and challenge you. He said Shakur thought Devin was going to give him pay-per-view status because they was cool. Yeah, that's probably what he thought. But the thing about it is he should have took that. He should have took that. That I hate to say it, I don't like it, but I think he should have took that 25% that Devin offered him. And the reason why Devin did him like that because Devin felt like I got done like that. Devin split was that. That's what Devin got. Devin got, was it 25 or 23%, something like that, and had to go to Australia twice. One time, almost didn't have his dad there. It's crazy, man. And then he had to come back and fight Lomachenko. It was a 3-fight deal. And Shakur Stevenson crying about his split. When, dude, I already got the belts. I'm already undisputed. I had to take the split. So you going to take the split for this if you want to fight. Yeah, he should have bet on himself, bro. He should have bet on himself. Yeah, but for AAR, for undisputed, he should have done it, man. Huck Mode 365, salute, fam. Man, we were just chopping it up. We were chopping it up on this. We were talking about Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, and about that should have had that split. And the big topic tonight is Anthony Joshua ready for Dillian Whyte? Yeah, Shakur acting like Bud without the accomplishment. Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta take a loss. Them dudes look at it, man. I'm already this. I already got these accomplishments. Man, that don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. But guess what? Shakur Stevenson doesn't have the leverage that Bud had. That what Bud did was kind of messed up. But Bud played his hand the best way he could. He played that hand to the fullest. But Bud wasn't A-side. Bud and them got it coming down to who coming out last. Bud still did all that silliness. Yeah, but this is it. Shakur just moved up. So all he's got to do is go get another fight in after Devin and win and knock that fighter out and come on back. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur Stevenson should have took that. Because think about it. Devin took that risk and went to Australia to do it. You know? So why is it good for Devin to do it, but not Shakur Stevenson? What makes Shakur Stevenson so much special than Devin? Yeah. Well, Mo, the biggest thing is what has he done in that division? He just moved up to the division. You had one fight, and now you want to fight for undisputed. Hey, listen, y'all. Just really think about that. Really think about that, though. He just moved up to 135. Had one fight. Now he wants to fight for undisputed. And then said, I'll fight you, but you're going to take a 25% split like I took to get the fight. But I got all the belts. I got all of them. I'm undisputed, and you win, you get my undisputed stuff. And he didn't want it. So Shakur Stevenson should have took that. He should have took that, bro. Yeah. No one thought Spence would give him all that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And there's no motivation for Haney to do all that. Shakur messed up. Yeah. But listen, if you think about this, anybody in this room, if you were Devin Haney and you took a 25 split, had to go to Australia, beat George Kambosos twice, then fight Lomachenko in a 3-fight deal, would you go give the next man who only had one fight in that weight class a chance at undisputed and go 50-50 with him? Would you do that? I sure the hell wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done that, man. Yeah, he should have took it. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Zach. Yeah. I understand. And he probably look at it like I'm young in my career, so I still got a whole lot of fighting left in me, and I'll eventually get a belt. But you think about it. When Devin goes, them belts scatter. Let's say Devin drops all them belts. That's like the Infinity Stones. You gotta go get them. You know what I mean? You get one fight for undisputed. It's crazy. That's why I say I think he should have took it because it was right there for him. It was right there for him in front of him, and all you had to do is go dare to be great. And Devin Haney put it out there and said, I took it. What makes you better than Devin Haney? You know what I mean? You ain't better than Devin Haney. Devin Haney took it and won. He bet on himself. And everybody laughed at Devin Haney, and everybody kind of figured he beat George Kambosos. But you knew that George Kambosos was going to stack the deck against him, and he did. His father almost didn't get to come. Devin wasn't in the best of stuff. He went in looking like a skeleton, had to go all the way to Australia twice. But that ain't an easy trip to take, man. It's just not. And Devin did it. Shakur Stevenson wants all that, but don't want to take it. And I ain't mad at Shakur Stevenson for doing it, but I'm not mad at Devin because I would have offered it to him. I've been like, hey, 75. I would have offered him 50%. It'd have been 75-25 too. I would have done it. I would have. Because I really don't care to fight you. I beat you. They're going to say, well, you was small. You weren't acclimated to the weight. I lose to you. It wasn't a belt on the line. It wasn't a lot of money either. Oh, you're right, Zach. He did. He did. But my point is, he asked for that deal, said whatever Loma took, I'll take, which I don't think they was giving Loma 25% for that fight. But hey, he said, I'll take it. And he took it. And he did ask for it. But at the end of the day, he wanted them undisputed belts. Same thing Shakur Stevenson should want. Same thing Shakur Stevenson should want. Shakur Stevenson should want those belts that bad. You know what I mean? Here's your chance to be undisputed in one fight. Yeah, Devin should move up and fight Regis. Now listen, the boxing fan in me, I want to see Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, but first I want to see Devin and Tank. Those two fights I want to see first before Devin moves up. But Devin ain't gonna do that. Now I do think he should take that Tank fight before he moves up. He should definitely take one of them. And I think that Tank is out. Tank wants to make some money. And Tank done been locked up. Tank ready to get back to it because he done been away from it for a little quick couple of days. But I think that fight should happen. Said Kambosos was delusional to take that fight. Shh. Kambosos was looking at that big payday he got. He was getting 75% of the purse. I think he made, what did he make? 25? Is that what he made? He made not 25, he made $10 million. Is that what Kambosos made off that first fight? 10 million, something like that. Yeah. Hey, you're right. He did probably think that because he beat Teofimo Lopez, he could probably beat Devin. But one of the biggest things is he wanted that money. You know what I mean? He like, hey, I done got this belt. I'm undisputed, which he wasn't undisputed. But he got those belts, made that money. He wanted the money next. He made a little bit with Teofimo, but he was like, hey, I want to make a nice lick. He made a nice lick with Devin. Now, Devin probably ain't gonna fight nobody. Because if Tank didn't get that thing together, then Devin got to move up. Ain't nobody else down to fight but Shakur Stevenson, which I wish he would fight Shakur Stevenson. But I wouldn't personally advise to fight Shakur Stevenson as good as he is and you get nothing out of it. So hell yeah, I want 75% of the purse. That's my thought process, you know? That fight should have happened. I would still like to see that fight though. Yeah, he cashed it out. And guess what? He lost to Devin twice, but he's still in the mix of things. He can still go fight Pitbull Cruz. He can still fight somebody. He should fight Frank Martin. That'd be a good fight. Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that if he wants that Tank fight, they gotta go ahead and make that fight happen. And then he move up after that fight. But I don't think he really wants to push that Shakur Stevenson fight. Dude's dangerous with nothing coming with it. Yep. I can't wait. But yeah, man, I want to get on here and rock it out with you guys for a little while. I said Devin Haney looked like Skeletor fighting He-Man at that weight class. Devin is a Skeletor. Yeah, Devin looked, but hey, and he had a hard time making that weight. They said he missed the weight twice when he fought Lomachenko. So that ain't for him, man. And guess what? Shakur Stevenson even said that. Now Tank out of jail. But Shakur Stevenson was like, yeah, Devin stay around. He might be a little weight drain, but I'll take it. Shakur Stevenson said that. Shakur Stevenson said that. Said Devin Haney might be a little weight drain, but hey, I'll take it if he wants to stay. And that's like, you ain't fighting the best of Devin, you know? At least, and I'm not saying you can't beat Devin at his best, but at least try to fight, let him get to his best, you know? But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, man. That's all I got tonight, man. I appreciate everybody coming in. Man, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit the thumbs up button for your boy. Man, for all the people that come in and support the channel, come in and join in. I appreciate all you guys coming in tonight. Thank you, guys. Hope all you guys have a good night. And I'll catch you guys later. We say, and we stand on that. That's straight up, no chaser. So until next time, peace, fight, fam. I'm out, guys. I'll holler at y'all later, man.